Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a fabulous Wednesday. Today I wanted to talk about luggage tags. I thought that I would do a collection video, but the main reason why I want to do this is because I get asked quite often on Instagram or on my other videos why I use them the way that I do. And that is, I tend to use them as bag charms. Now when it comes to bag charms, whether you get them from Louis Vuitton, whether you get them from Fendi, whether you get the little fashion poofs that are 10 bucks, I absolutely love them. I love the fact that you're able to add so much personality to your handbag. And if, let's say you put it on your Speedy, let's say that there's 3 other Speedies out there when you're shopping. Yours is the only one that's going to have that pink poof, or yours is the only one that's going to have this particular bag charm. So it's a really nice way to dress up your bag. I've always appreciated them, and especially the Louis Vuitton ones. I love the way that the hardware glistens. It's just so beautiful. But as gorgeous as they are, and as much as I appreciate them, they're just not for me. And that's for a few different reasons. The main reason why I tend to shy away from bag charms in general is because of the hardware that they use for the charm itself and then putting it on your handbag, whether it's Speedy or whether it's a Birkin or whatever kind of bag that you have. In my mind, I feel that having both, both hardwares rubbing together might cause the hardware to wear quicker. And I mean, this is coming from someone that still clearly leaves stickers on, on her GST, so it's my own paranoia. And that's not the case. It's not, it doesn't mean that it's going to wear. It doesn't mean that it's going to chip. It's just my own. I mean, a lot of you know how what's going on up here, and a lot of my girlfriends, they have charms on their bags, and they've told me for years, I have had no wear, I have had no this, I've had no chipping, and that's great. It makes me happy that they haven't experienced anything like that. But again, my own thoughts, my own paranoia, I just can't do it. I cannot do it. Second reason why I tend to shy away from them is because I gotta be honest, they do come with a pretty price tag. As beautiful as they are, and as much as I appreciate them, for me and my lifestyle, I would rather go for a luggage tag, and that way I can still add personality to my handbag without necessarily breaking the bank. So in my eyes, I feel like it's very wallet friendly in that sense, and I'm only talking specifically about the luxury tags. So that is the main reason why I tend to use them as bag charms, and I tend to shy away from the other ones. All right, so now let's get into the collection, and then I will also talk about where I purchased them or if they were gifts. And I've acquired a few over the years, so let's jump right in, shall we? I did leave the tag on some of these items. It just makes it a lot easier, especially if I'm going to be using the item that way for a little while. So, of course, when it comes to luggage tags, as the name states, they will always be on luggage pieces from Louis Vuitton, whether it's your keepalls, whether it's your rolling luggage. And then I will also tell you if it's the small size, if it's the larger size, and then I will tell you what type of leather it is, if that helps. All right, so the first one is on my Keepall 45 Bandolier in the Demi Abend canvas, and this is the large size Demi Abend luggage tag. And as you can see, it just has the M hot stamped in the hot pink. Now, some luggage tags will say made in France, some of them won't. It all depends. But this one just says Louis Vuitton Paris. And I don't know about you, but I really like the contrast of the hot pink with the chocolate brown. It looks like a little treat. So there's the first one. My other Keepall 55 Bandolier has one as well, but it's just a plain luggage tag. Now on my 45 Monogram Keepall Bandolier, my goodness, I have the large Vachetta luggage tag as well. This one says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, as you can see there. And this one has the M in the gold foil. You will also notice that I never put my last name's initial on any of my tags. I don't know why that is. My last name starts with a D. I do have it on my Mono Speedy that you can see back there, but for some reason I just like seeing the M on its own. I feel like it makes its own little statement. I know, stupid, right? So again, there is the large luggage tag in the Vachetta. And if you ask your sales associates, most of them end up calling that the VVN. So VVN. I'll put that in the description box below. All right, the other one is on my Louis Vuitton Alma BB in the Demi Abend canvas. This is the smaller size luggage tag. And this is also in Demi Abend, and it has the gold foil that you can see there. And yeah, this one just says Louis Vuitton Paris. And all of these luggage tags have a little paper inside. I'll show you in a little bit where you can end up putting, you know, it's just like a regular tag that you would get at the airport or that you would get on your luggage, that you could put your name on there, your address, just in case your luggage gets lost. So again, here is the small size Demi Abend with the gold foil. All right. I also have it, the one that really inspired this video. This is the Louis Vuitton Speedy Bandolier 25 in the Monogram canvas, and this is the smaller size luggage tag, and this has 2 hearts. Now these 2 hearts, from what my sales associate said, these were for the Valentine's Day event that they were having. A lot of Louis Vuittons ended up having this special hot stamp. Not every Louis Vuitton will have them, but I was really fortunate that my location did. So when she told me about it, I definitely jumped on it. I love the fact that I got the hot stamp of the hot pink, the same one that's on the Demi Abend Keepall, and then this is just the darker maroon hot stamp on there. I don't know. It just adds a little you know what, I don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say? All right, and then I have it on my Speedy 30 Demi Abend, and this is the large luggage tag, and this one also has the hearts. This has the gold foil heart and the red heart. Now this red heart is not the same as the one that's on the Speedy. This is a little bit lighter. It's almost like an orange red when you see it at the location, but once it's on the Demi Abend, I feel that it really ends up popping. I feel that this really complements the red interior that the Demi Abend has. It's almost the exact same color. So I love the fact that you have the red, you have the gold foil that matches the gold hardware, and of course the Demi Abend. So I think that between this one and the one that's on my Speedy or my Speedy 25 Bandolier are probably my favorites, just because of the little hearts. All right, and some locations still have the hearts, so it's just a matter of asking yours. The next one is one of my first ones, and I used to put it on my classic Speedy 35 Demi Abend, and this is the red large Eppie tag. But I love the color of the red, and I ended up putting a gold foil M on there. And the funny thing is that this tag is actually with silver hardware, so you would think that it would be gold, but it actually ends up having silver. But I absolutely love this red. And I'm so happy that the color is picking up perfectly on the camera. The next one is also a large Vachetta tag, and this one I ended up getting at the launch party for the Tahitian collection. If you guys saw that video, it's really hard to see, but it's a hot pink M, kind of like the one on the Demi Abend, and the flower that it has is also in hot pink, but the flower is not Tahitian. From what my sales associate said, it's actually a flower that they use, a hot stamp that came from Mexico. So it's very tropical, and that's why they decided to implement it onto the Tahitian launch party. So there's that one. The next one was a gift that I got for Christmas, and this is the black Epi luggage tag. This is a large Epi black luggage tag with the silver hardware. So I'm looking forward to hot stamping this one. I always end up forgetting every time I'm there. But so the large noir Epi. The next one is just a plain large luggage tag, plain Vachetta luggage tag. So this is very similar to the one that's on my Keepall 55 Bandolier. And there you go. And since this one I never really use, I just want to show you guys a little paper that comes inside that you end up putting your name and your address and all that other good stuff. And this one also comes with the gold hardware. The next one was a gift from a very good friend. She sent this to me from Hawaii. This is the large Demi Abend luggage tag with the Hawaii foil on there, with the gold foil. Now there is something to know that some destination Louis Vuittons will actually have special not tags. They will have special hot stamps. I am just done. I would love to be able to travel the world to get to get a luggage tag from every possible location that has a special hot stamp. So Hawaii is one. I know that New York has a Soho one that has the skyline on there. So that is just, that's incredible. Guam that I know of, Canada. Who else? I mean, there's so many out there that have special tags, but how cool would that be to be able to get each one from every place that they have them available. You know, I think Singapore has one as well, but that's awesome. So I love this luggage tag. I love the way that the flower is the Hawaiian flower, and then of course you have Hawaii on there. So with the gold hardware, I just feel that it's a beautiful combination. The next one that I have is a Fuchsia Epi Luggage Tag. This is also the large size. It's very similar to the red, it looks like. But once you put them side by side, you could really see the difference. Now, I opted to not get a foil or to not get a color on this. I went for a colorless, what's it called? A colorless stamp on there. So you could barely see the M. And this also comes with the silver hardware. Did I say that already? Who knows? But I really like this one. And I used to put this, actually I'll end up putting this on my Speedy Demi Azure because again, I like the pink with the Demi Azure. Now this one was given to me by a special friend. If you're watching this, you know exactly who you are. This is actually from the, oh my goodness, what collection was it? Iconoclast, was that it? The collection with Vuitton and just Cindy Sherman and just a bunch of other fantastic designers with Louis Vuitton. They collaborated and there came this luggage tag. It was on a piece and again, this was gifted to me. So this is a very large monogram luggage tag and it has the Vachetta leather and it has the gold hardware, but check that out. I absolutely love this. I got it last year and I don't think I've ever showed you guys, but it's just beautiful. And the person who gave it to me would wish to remain anonymous, so that's why I never really shared it. But I just love the way that it looks. It's gorgeous. It's very special in my collection. The next one that I have was also given to me by a very good friend, and this is the smaller Vachetta tag. It has the M in gold foil, and she gifted this to me for Valentine's Day, and there is the stamp for the Chinese New Year. So I love that. And just to show you the difference in size between the regular Vachetta, so this is the large size and this is the small size. So when you go into the store, you can ask for either the small or you can get the large. Some locations will have them, some and others won't. And the last one, I actually picked this up when I got my Pucha accessoire. I have no idea why I forgot to bring it out. I just kind of set it aside. But I did, if you follow me on Instagram, I did post this on Instagram, and it is this beauty right here. This is also from I believe it's from a steamer. A Louis Vuitton steamer, the steamer bag, the city steamer bag. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on it, but it is in this beautiful like leopard print, and the hardware, I love the fact that it has the LV on there, and the hardware is actually gunmetal, so it's very, very different. So I love that. So there we go. And again, this is the small size. This is actually a little bit smaller than the smallest size. So here are the 4 sizes that I have in my collection. The largest, the large, small, teeny tiny. And I feel that because you have the leather on these luggage tags, I don't have to worry about the hardware. I don't have to worry, you know, the paranoia doesn't set in or anything like that. So it makes me really happy. So how do you go about getting them? I get asked this question quite a bit as well. And like I said, some Louis Vuittons will have them, others won't. Some sales associates are sticklers because for the most part, when it comes to any luggage tag, whenever you buy them, on the receipt it'll say spare part. It's always a spare part. So they used to sell them to people only that had luggage pieces or that had keepalls or that had anything that has a luggage tag. And now a lot of sales associates are a lot more lenient. They're saying, oh, for sure, you know, no problem, we'll be able to get you one. And some locations, like the one in San Diego, they just have them constantly because a lot of people come in and ask for them. And I think, like I said before, that a lot of destination Louis Vuittons have them as well, because I think that, you know, a lot of people go in there to get them as a souvenir. And how awesome is that? That wherever you travel, if you go to Switzerland, if you go to Hawaii, if you go to Australia and you love Louis Vuitton, and you know, just going into the boutiques is something that you look forward to when you're on your trip, to be able to get a luggage tag that you know, that you're able to get a souvenir to kind of commemorate your trip. I think that's awesome. I think that more Louis Vuitton should do that. So it's all a matter of your location, and if you're able to get one, you know, whether you have a luggage piece or not. Like I said, some sales associates are sure, no problem, we'll be able to get you one, and others are very much so sticklers. So it's all a matter of each location is different. But I would always ask, you know, I would always ask and say, hey, do you mind, can I buy a luggage tag? There's the Vachetta, some of them have the Eppie, and of course they have the Demi Abend. And sometimes if a sales associate is allowed to sell an item that is from a different collection, kind of like the leopard one that I have here, I was able to pick it up. She said, oh, we have this one. Did you want to get it? I was like, heck yeah, I am all for it. So this is something that they normally don't have for people to purchase, as far as having, you know, like having the Vachetta or having the Demi Abend. So I thought that I would mention that as well. So I was really excited that I was able to add that to my collection, considering it's something that they don't always have, you know, available, considering that it did come from a previous collect, or from a different item. But I also want to talk about the price. Now the larger one, if I'm not mistaken, is $70. If on the receipt, I'm trying to remember the receipt. It says spare part, and I think the large one is $70. It might be $75. Don't quote me on it. And the small one is $60. That one I know for sure. So the small one is $60. The large one is $70. And you know, it's funny because sometimes I have been charged tax and other times I haven't. So I have no idea. I think it's supposed to be without tax though, because it's a spare part, but I could be wrong. So again, don't quote me on that either. I'm not trying to start any rumors or anything like that. All right, you guys, so that does it for my collection video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was able to help and give you a little bit more information. And like I said, I know that a lot of these boutiques won't end up selling them as spare parts. You have to have a keep all, you have to have a luggage piece or something like that. But hopefully this is something that Louis Vuitton ends up changing in the future, because how great would that be if someone can make their experience a little bit more memorable by being able to get, you know, a luggage tag and being able to incorporate that into their collection. And that's another great thing that I like about them, that you can change them throughout your bags. You can put them on a Chanel bag if you want. You can put them on whatever bag you want, you know, and just kind of mix and match them and just add that much more personality to the item. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not. The choice is yours. Have a great day, you guys.